So what is electric current? Now, an electric current is the flow of electrons through a conductor, which is something that allows electrons to flow, and it's measured in amperes. You need to understand two things, or two ways, I should say, that scientists actually describe current direction. You have electron flow, which specifically looks at the electrons as they flow from a negative terminal to a positive terminal. And then you have what we call the conventional current, which is the way that a positive particle would move, and that's towards the negative terminal. Both descriptions work, but what you have to understand is that they work in opposite directions. So if you're measuring the electron flow, but you want to find out where the conventional current is going, then you have to switch the direction. Now, the equation that we use to calculate current is I equals Q over T, where I is the current that is measured amperes. We usually give it a capital A. And then Q is the magnitude of the charge in coulombs, and T is the time elapsed in seconds. Now, what we can see from this equation here is that the larger the charge, the greater the current. Here, as I place this switch on and I have a current running through the wires, I place the magnet around the wire so that it is now launched into a field. And we can see that the wire moves back and forth because it's experiencing a magnetic force of attraction and repulsion. As we saw in the demo, when a current carrying wire is placed in a magnetic field, it does experience a force. Now, we can calculate that force by using this formula where it's equal to the B, where that's the magnetic field strength in Tesla. I is the current, which we measure in amperes, and L is the length of the wire in meters. This force essentially depends on three things: how strong the magnetic field is, how much current flows, and how long the wire is. So when we have a current carrying wire inserted into a magnetic field, we can use the left-hand rule in order to find the magnetic force. And just like when it came to the moving particles, the thumb is going to go in the direction of electron flow. Now that's opposite to current, so don't mix those two up. If your electron flow is into the page and the current flow is out of the page, or the conventional current. And then your fingers point in the direction of the external magnetic field, so that goes from north end of the magnet to the south end, and then the palm is going to be the direction of the force, the magnetic force, or the deflecting force. So quickly labeling everything we give it here, this is going to be the length of the wire. We have our current given in amperes, and then we have our magnetic field strength here. And so if we want to figure out the magnetic force, we could just use this formula where it's the current multiplied by the field strength multiplied by the length of the wire, and then plugging in everything as follows. We get this approximate value over here. I'll just kind of move it over. About 1.00 newtons of magnetic force. So again, to find the magnitude of the magnetic force, we're going to use the formula that accounts for the length of the conducting wire. So we're going to use this formula here. And we have our current, which is 2.10 amps. We have our Teslas, which is 0.0042 Teslas, representing the strength of the magnetic field. And then we have the length of the wire, which is about 0.085 meters. And when we plug all of that in, we should be getting a value, and it's a small value, of about 7.50, if I'm using significant digits, times 10 to the negative 4 newtons. Now for the direction here, I'm going to simulate this in real life so you could see how they've actually oriented the magnetic field here. Now, how this magnetic field is oriented is really going to make the difference on how your hand ends up positioning itself. Remember that your magnetic field lines go from north to south. Now, in this case, that'd be right to left. But if I flipped it like this, where the red is still your magnetic north, then it goes from left to right. Now, in this question, the way they've oriented it is, it's being flipped like this and then put on its side, like that, where my north represents this part and then the south is here. So then my flow lines are going this way. So imagine that I have my conducting wire, and this is not carrying a current right now, but if it was carrying a current, and we put it here, just like so, in between. Well, my thumb would point in the direction for my left hand, right? If the electrons are flowing this way, my thumb would be in the direction of the wire going this way, and my fingers would be going like that. So I would take my thumb, like so, point it towards here, into the page, then I would make my fingers point from the red to the blue, just like this, and then you see that the palm is facing upwards. So our magnetic force direction in the wire is going to be up. So I'll just write FM. Actually, we could just put it here as an annotation. We're just going to write upwards in terms of the direction.